Hi, welcome to Blindowl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Dan. I'm here in the Philippines on the Island of Bohol. I'm out here in my car today. It's overcast, full of mosquitoes outside, about 90 degrees, 100% humidity. Got my air conditioner to turn on and off in here. It's absolutely beautiful, quiet. Doing some knife videos. Today I got a knife to show you. You might have seen this a long time ago, a couple years ago. This is a knife that I made, and the sheath is made out of PVC, nothing fancy. Heated up, molded around the handle. I put a little small loop going this direction here, so that I can put this. I never had a belt here. I have a belt now, but I never had a belt here in the Philippines for my first 16 years here. And I would use a piece of clothesline or whatever, and I'd run it through the hole here, and I call that my Jethro Bodine style belt. And I put a trucker's hitch on it, so I just pull it tight, and absolutely perfect for what I need it for. But it's just a piece of PVC and then painted black. Got two holes in the bottom, holes on the top, so if I want to, I can strap it to my pack if I had to. And the knife that's in there is this knife. Now this was a Chinese cleaver with a real weird black coating on it that took me months to get off. Even with a grinder, I couldn't get it to come off. It's got kind of a drop point blade on it. It's almost if it went down another eighth of an inch, it'd be I call it a Kapre blade with a spear point on it. It's kind of supposed to be a drop point. It's real nice and thick. I liked the cleaver because it had a good handle on it, so I left the handle on it. And it's not quite big enough around for my hand, so I wrapped around a jute twine. I made some cordage out of jute twine, twisted it in the reverse twist method, and wrapped it around the handle. So it's just absolutely perfect for my hand. Absolutely perfect. And then I put, after I wrapped it around there, I took a lighter and burned all the fuzz off of it. Then I took rubber cement. Excuse me. I took rubber cement and coated it all with rubber cement, and that all soaked in and dried with a nice rubbery texture to it. And it's been, I don't know, probably 5 years since I did that. So now it almost feels like jute twine again. You could probably use another coat of rubber cement. But I rubber cemented it for two different reasons. One, to kind of seal up the jute twine, because jute twine is very absorbent and I sweat like crazy. And second, to have a semi-rubbery texture to it, so that this is a survival knife here, a bushcraft knife, that if I was working in the rain or all wet or whatever, I would have perfect, purchase on the handle. Very good grip. And nice thing about having the jute twine is it's ribbed all the way. It's just ribbed. It's fantastic. The only thing this knife is lacking is a guard on it, and it's kind of dangerous. It's got just a little bit of a edge on it, so my hand's not going to slip on it because of the jute twine. But it'd be better if it had a little piece of brass that went down, half inch farther down. And I don't know how I could have put something like that on, because the handles were already on it. And the main reason I was going for cleavers was, first, it's fairly good steel. Second, most of them have a handle on them, and I'm lacking a couple things here. I have a drill, but I can't find a drill bit that'll drill through steel here. The drill bits are all absolute garbage that I found here. And so I'm looking for handles. One of my objects. The handle has to fit my hand, but they're usually too small around. So I jute twine them. Works good. It's got a nice finish on it. It's carbon steel, rusts like crazy. What I did for that, and I showed my wife the knife the night, and she goes, "Oh, it's so nice and silver. I really like that." You know, I kind of laughed, but what I did was I ground it down with my right angle grinder with a worn out flap sander, and that's how I also sharpen my knives too. And I work on, this side has an edge on, I work on the edge back and forth until I get a slight little burr in the back side. Then I very lightly take the burr off the back side, which brings it to this side. I take it off here as lightly as I can, and it's even smaller on this side then. And then I take it off there, and then I take it over to the cotton wool in the buffer with green compound. I run it on there for about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And then the knives are beyond sharp. Absolutely beyond sharp. My wife's over there making faces at me like, what am I doing with a knife in the car? But the why is it so silver and nice is because the last time, and I've been doing this to almost all my bigger knives and knives that I don't touch all the time, is I grind them down with the right angle grinder, and it's not polished. It's not a polished finish, but it's a nice smooth finish. And then I run them through the buffer, and then I spray them with clear acrylic. That's the secret, guys. Spray them with clear acrylic, and then they don't rust. And I have a very bad problem with rusty knives here. I tried rubbing wax on the knives. That didn't work very good. One thing that did work pretty good, what I did with my old bolos, I sharpened them up, and then I'd put turtle wax on them, and then let the turtle wax dry, and then buff the turtle wax on it. And that worked pretty good for several weeks usually. I wasn't going to say several months, but several weeks before they started rusting. But you go out and use them in the field or whatever, you come back in that night and run across the buffer to make sure the edge is good, and then put a coat of wax on them. And that worked pretty good for a couple of years. I went to a couple different knife tables. She's my wife's out there. I was going to tell her something. She's cutting some of the weed out. She's going to stick them in the ground. I asked the knife guys, why aren't your knives all rusty? I take them home and they rust. And he reached around and he pulled out a bottle of what's called plastic varnish here, which is really shitty varnish. And they actually put a coat of clear varnish on their knives to seal them up from the humidity and stuff here. Because it's 100% humidity and salt air, the whole ordeal. And it's, it's a place for stuff to rust. That's a good one there. I got a couple other ones I made. I made one that was a 10-inch one, but it was way too heavy. It was almost twice. It was over a 1/4 inch thick. It was from a big heavy-duty bone cleaver. That was a really nice knife, but it was just too heavy. I finally cut it down to 7 inches. It's still too heavy. I've got a couple other ones that I've customized, and different knives that I bought that I've customized the handles on and reshaped the blades. It's just something I do for the fun of it. I'm looking for, and another thing, this one only has an edge on the right side of the blade, and the back side of the blade's flat. It's a chisel grind. That's how all knives here in the Philippines. So it's what it is actually is half of a Scandi grind, and it's great for chopping because it digs into wood. It never bounces off on you or anything like that. It's a fantastic thing. But that's all I got. I just wanted to show that to you guys, and I'm gonna wrap up my day here and kick back in the air conditioning for a little while. But it's nice. It's nice here. It just slides in, and no shake to it whatsoever. PVC is real nice to work with. So that's all I got, guys. Take care. Hashtag 22 a day no more. Go out and have some fun and be safe. Thanks for watching. Take care.